Welcome, fellow travelers. The Philippines is more than just white sand beaches and stunning sunsets. It's a nation with a soul as deep as its seas. Beyond the postcard beauty, the Filipino people are defined by resilience and a fierce pride in their heritage and freedom. This is a country where every smile tells a story, and every landscape holds a history shaped by centuries of foreign influence and hard-won independence. Today, that national pride faces new challenges, especially in the face of a complicated relationship with China. These tensions touch every corner of society, affecting livelihoods and the very sense of what it means to be Filipino. As visitors, understanding these undercurrents lets us connect more deeply and travel with empathy. So let's journey beyond the surface, ready to learn about the struggles and strengths that make the Philippines truly unique. To truly understand the current sentiment towards China, we must look beyond headlines and politics. The West Philippine Sea is more than just a name on a map. It's a powerful assertion of Filipino identity, heritage, and rightful ownership over these waters. For countless generations, these waters have been the lifeblood of coastal communities. They provide not only food and income, but also a deep sense of belonging and tradition, shaping the daily rhythms and culture of those who live by the sea. The region's natural beauty draws visitors from around the world, making it a tourism gem. Its world-class reefs and islands support local economies, create jobs, and inspire pride in the country's natural wonders. Yet, China's sweeping claims, overlapping the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, have transformed these once peaceful waters into a tense flashpoint, where livelihoods and national dignity are at stake. In 2016, the Philippines achieved a landmark legal victory at The Hague, with an international tribunal affirming its rights to these waters. Despite this, China has refused to recognize the ruling, escalating tensions and uncertainty. Today, Filipino fishermen face daily harassment and blocked access to traditional fishing grounds. Their livelihoods are threatened, and the conflict has become a harsh reality, felt in every empty net and anxious glance at the horizon. The West Philippine Sea now stands as a symbol of national pride under threat. It fuels a growing sense of injustice, unity, and urgency among Filipinos, who rally to defend what they believe is rightfully theirs. For many, this struggle is not just about territory or politics, it's about survival, dignity, and the right to determine their own future. It's about protecting a way of life passed down through generations. The ongoing struggle over these waters now defines the nation's relationship with its powerful neighbor, shaping the hopes, fears, and resolve of an entire people. The tension in the West Philippine Sea is no longer abstract. It's a daily reality for those who live and work along these contested waters, where every journey can turn into a test of nerves and resolve. What was once a distant diplomatic dispute has become a series of dangerous confrontations with real human costs, unfolding in the open sea and witnessed by the world. Filipino soldiers on resupply missions now face ramming, water cannons, and aggressive maneuvers from Chinese vessels, turning what should be routine trips into high-stakes standoffs where every decision could mean life or death. In June 2024, a violent clash at Second Thomas Shoal left a Filipino soldier injured, a stark reminder of the risks faced by those defending the country's claims. The incident shocked the nation, fueling outrage and sparking heated debates about national security and sovereignty. Fishermen, too, are routinely chased away from their traditional fishing grounds, their livelihoods threatened by intimidation, blocked access, and the constant fear of confrontation at sea. These incidents are widely shared on social media, with videos and images going viral and sparking conversations across the country. Each new clash deepens public anger and distrust as more Filipinos demand accountability and action from their leaders. A recent survey showed that 91% of Filipinos distrust China, a figure that reflects the growing anxiety and frustration over these aggressive actions. Protests have erupted in cities across the Philippines, with demonstrators calling for stronger measures to protect national interests. For many, each clash is not just a political issue, but a blow to national dignity and a rallying cry for unity and resistance. The struggle has brought Filipinos together, inspiring solidarity and a renewed sense of purpose. The conflict is not just about politics or territory, it's about daily survival, family, and the right to one's own seas. For those who depend on the sea, every day is a struggle to protect their way of life and their future. These stories have become powerful symbols of defiance, resilience, and hope for a better tomorrow. the ongoing struggle at sea unites Filipinos in their determination to defend their sovereignty, their livelihoods, and their national pride. Tensions with China aren't limited to the sea. These days, they're increasingly visible in the heart of the Philippines' biggest cities. They're felt on land too, as the country has witnessed a dramatic surge of mainland Chinese nationals, many arriving through the controversial Pogo online gambling industry, which has boomed in recent years. This influx has rapidly transformed entire neighborhoods, with high-rise apartments, restaurants, and businesses now catering almost exclusively to these new arrivals, often with Mandarin signs and menus. While some landlords and developers have reaped huge profits from skyrocketing rents and property sales, many local residents feel increasingly alienated as their communities change almost overnight. The economic boom brought by this influx came at a cost, one that's visible in the city's rapidly changing skyline and the shifting makeup of its neighborhoods. Filipino families and small businesses, unable to keep up with soaring rents, have been forced to pack up and leave, their once thriving sari-sari stores and homes now shuttered or sold. As familiar faces disappear and playgrounds empty out, a sense of belonging and community is slowly eroded, replaced by uncertainty and loss. The divide between locals and newcomers has grown, with little interaction, language barriers, and rising suspicion fueling a sense of separation. For many, the benefits of this economic activity seem to flow only to a select few: developers, landlords, and foreign investors, while ordinary Filipinos are left behind. The average Filipino now faces higher living costs, more crowded streets, and the threat of displacement from neighborhoods they've called home for generations. The issue has become deeply personal, no longer just about maritime rights or distant political disputes, but about daily life, identity, and the future of Filipino communities in their own country. The growing Chinese presence has added a new layer of complexity to Filipino anxieties, reshaping not just the economy, but the very fabric of society. The rapid growth of the pogo industry brought not just economic shifts, but a rise in crime, kidnapping, extortion, and human trafficking, often involving Chinese nationals. High-profile cases like the Alice Guo scandal fueled fears of organized crime infiltrating local government and deepened public suspicion. Viral stories of disrespectful behavior and cultural clashes amplified resentment, even if committed by a minority. Many Filipinos felt their communities were becoming less safe and less familiar. The promise of prosperity was overshadowed by anxiety over crime, soaring property prices, and social friction. The sense of community was strained, as locals felt pushed aside in their own neighborhoods. For many, the growing Chinese presence became synonymous with disruption and instability. These experiences have shaped a narrative of skepticism and caution towards closer ties with China. Amid rising tensions, Chinese Filipinos, or Tsinoys, find themselves unfairly caught in the crossfire. Tsinoys are Filipino citizens, many with roots stretching back centuries, deeply woven into the nation's fabric. Yet, as anti-China sentiment grows, they face prejudice and microaggressions, forced to defend their loyalty and identity. Community leaders stress that Tsinoys share Filipino values and concerns and should not be conflated with recent immigrants or foreign policies. The situation highlights how geopolitical conflict can spill over into social prejudice, harming innocent citizens. For travelers, it's crucial to distinguish between the Chinese government, new arrivals, and the long-established Tsinoy community. The anger at China's actions is separate from the identity of Chinese Filipinos, who are as Filipino as anyone else. The Chinese presence in the Philippines dates back over 1,000 years, long before Spanish colonization. Chinese Filipinos have been partners in building the nation, with Manila's Binondo district, the world's oldest Chinatown, standing as a testament to this legacy. Their influence is seen in food, commerce, and culture, with dishes like lumpia and pancit now staples of Filipino cuisine. Tsinoys have founded major businesses, created jobs, and contributed to every field, from medicine to the arts. Even national hero Dr. Jose Rizal had Chinese ancestry. Understanding this deep history is vital for appreciating the Philippines' multicultural identity. The Tsinoy story is one of resilience and integration, offering a powerful counter-narrative to current tensions. It reminds us that the relationship between Chinese and Filipinos is far richer and older than today's conflicts suggest. Beneath the surface, many Filipinos fear for their nation's independence, shaped by a long history of foreign domination. China's growing influence, especially through infrastructure projects and the Belt and Road Initiative, stirs anxiety about debt and loss of control. Filipinos worry about becoming pawns in great power rivalries, caught between the U.S. and China. The desire for self-determination runs deep. People want leaders to act in the nation's best interest, free from foreign pressure. The fear is not just economic, but existential, a loss of sovereignty and the right to chart their own future. This powerful sentiment shapes public opinion and resistance to China's expanding role. It's a struggle rooted in history, pride, and hope for a self-determined future. As a traveler in the Philippines, empathy and respect are your best guides. Go beyond the beaches, listen to locals, ask about their lives, and acknowledge the real challenges they face. Understand that strong feelings toward China are rooted in lived experiences, not prejudice. Distinguish between the Chinese government, recent immigrants, and the long-established Sinoy community. Support local businesses, especially in places like Binondo, to appreciate the country's rich heritage. Witness the Filipino spirit in their pride, resilience, and sense of community. Bayanihan. By engaging thoughtfully, you contribute positively and show respect for their culture. Traveling here is a chance to witness a nation navigating its identity and future. Come with an open heart, seek to understand, and you'll forge a genuine connection with this remarkable country. Travel with purpose and be part of the story.